Success in life comes down to choices, deciding to act in line with your values, to do what you know you should do or not. You need discipline to choose and to act right to achieve the good things in your life. Similarly, you need strength of will to actively avoid decisions and actions that will result in badness for you. I'm not talking about the unknowns out there. Those come, and we deal with them the best we can. For this discussion, I'm referring to actions that you know, without a doubt, will cause you problems, that maybe you've already had experience with. Specifically, we all have routines or habits that don't serve us, yet we fall into the trap of keeping them a part of us because it's easier than doing the hard thing, which is letting them go. This takes effort, takes endurance, takes strength of character, it takes self-discipline. Discipline, by its very nature, is struggle. It's often pushing against a force that is trying to keep you in a place. But that struggle is the thing that develops you. It makes you more. It's what you reflect back on after the hard thing and say, I did that. The very struggle to achieve can be a reward in itself. In the grind, you can see in real time your progress in the fight if you're paying attention to it. This can be empowering to realize that you are, in fact, fighting the good fight. There is some value in noticing this while still in the arena and not after. But again, discipline is hard. It rarely feels nice. It's resistance, it's an obstacle, it's work. It's the opposite of ease, but as counterintuitive as it seems, it's the good kind of difficult. It's how we grow and become better versions of ourselves. So regarding discipline in decision-making, there are a lot of paths, a lot of life choices out there, but I found that there is always one that is most right. Many are clearly bad, others are pretty good, a few are great, but one is the most right. More times than not, we know which one that is, too. The problem is that that one is typically the hardest one, the one that comes with the most struggle, the most effort attached to it. So the bigger question is this: are we going to just avoid it and go with the pretty okay choice, or apply some discipline, go with the most right one, and get to the other side where the really good stuff is? Discipline in anything means sacrifice. It generally means giving up something okay now for something great later. Delaying what we kind of want in the moment for what we truly desire down the road. It goes against the instant gratification syndrome that seems to be all around us these days. Discipline is a nice buzzword, and I've used it a lot in this discussion, but it will never find its way into your life until you can tie it to purpose. Here's a quote from Chris Williamson. Give a man a purpose and the ability to achieve it, and he will crawl over broken glass with a smile. He will deal with suffering to the ends of the earth. We are designed to deal with that kind of suffering. In this context, I believe developing the ability to achieve your purpose comes through the application of self-discipline. Think about how you've achieved any milestone in your life, things that gave you purpose. You had to incorporate some version of discipline, like the several levels of schooling, homework, study, tests, grades, graduating. They all gave you purpose, and all took self-discipline. How about the various components of physical fitness? Strength training, cardio work, eating right, stretching properly. They all relate to individual purpose, and they all require self-discipline. What about securing your spot in your current occupation? Researching job opportunities, developing the requisite skills, building a competitive resume, advertising your abilities to prospective employers, and ultimately landing the job. These are all efforts that required extensive, sustained self-discipline. This year, I challenge you to appropriately apply the self-discipline you already know you need to put in place. This will help you achieve that desired better life you have in your mind. Stop just dreaming about it. This year, take a chance on yourself and start down the path to make it reality through self-discipline. No more excuses. Remember, if you argue for your excuses, you get to keep them.